Yay, we're back, baby.
Welcome to I Love This Quest, a Dungeons and Dragons 5e/ homebrew adventure with Grant,
Hi, my name's Exbar The Betrayer.
Andrew,
Ahoy there, I be Silverthorn.
Kylie, and I play Miria Alvandi, and our DM, Michelangelo.
Hello again. I am very excited to have fun with you all.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't you
A
have a
foul
bad
wind
feeling
blows.
about everything?
No, I'm quite confident in everything else.
All right. Well, have everybody. Thank you very much for allowing me to DM you all first and foremost. I'd just like to say that. And to begin, we are going to give a quick recap of the plot and synopsis of everything that has gone on before your characters were even born. And so, about 300 years ago, there have been recent exploits of, well, first and foremost, it should be noted that there was a crisis taking place on the Earth where the atmosphere was basically falling apart. That holes were opening up and UV rays were pouring in almost like a waterfall. Very dangerous to the health of humankind. And so, in response to this, all the world governments decided to pair up to help one another and try to see if there's a way that they can repair the atmosphere. And with the help of one specific scientist, they were able to find it. However, on the side, there was a man here that was very dangerous and who was, well, before people knew he was dangerous, he was a well-known and intelligent individual in his local community. He, where is his name? I forgot his name. Not gonna lie.
Harrison Clive.
Thank you. I figured that was the name, but I couldn't remember. Harrison Clive. Harrison Clive was almost what you would call once in a blue moon genius. He thought of an idea, and his whole life he wanted to achieve something big. And when the new technology that was created by the government was made public to help reestablish and reform the Earth's atmosphere, he took that technology and made something great. See, the thing is, this technology was all used the solar rays and kind of reflected it back, almost as a way to use that as a barrier to surround the Earth and prevent the UV rays from coming in. And it restored the Earth's atmosphere. And now he had the idea that he would use it to create solar or space travel. By riding on the sun's rays, people would be able to travel the stars, go to different planets, and basically uncover many mysteries that are out in the universe. And so, with his own personal boat, he applied this technology after making adjustments to it, and was able to travel to the moon successfully with the ability to create his own atmosphere on the boat. But that wasn't it. He continued to explore more and more and kept this technology basically to himself. So he was far more advanced than most of the world in regards to technology. Unfortunately, he eventually became corrupt with this power as he found other planets as he traveled through a gate which was hidden somewhere on Mars, and uncovered more technology until he eventually made a deal with the Dark Elves. Dark Elves turning out to be real, almost like that of Nordic mythology. However, they did not wish to do much good. As a matter of fact, Harrison Clive, with this deal, he decided to pillage and plunder and basically become a terror to the galaxies as it continued to travel through what were known as gates, which is the only way to travel to other galaxies. Eventually, he went MIA. He disappeared off the face of the Earth, and nobody knows where he went to. Eventually, the UNSF, which is when all the world governments came together, they created this group, a military force, to establish themselves a strong space force to defend against any extraterrestrial threats, and also to learn more about the history and the existences of all things in that world, as well as to find out what happened to Harrison Clive, and with all of the treasures and all of the things that he stole and pillaged. And so now with that, we will continue off with the beginning. We'll start at the beginning with everyone. And so we are going to start off with Exbar. Exbar, you have arrived on Earth. You have just gotten off a large ship where hundreds of thousands of people are deboarding off of this massive titan of a ship. You have just traveled from another galaxy, and you are interested in Earth since you heard that there was a lot of information on natures, and since they have been known to be they are well off in regards to economic resources at this point in time. And as a druid yourself, it is something that intrigues you, that you wish to understand more on how to maybe produce the same, to be able to produce what they have been producing with your magic.
Okay, well, so, pause. So I'm getting off the ship right now, right?
You are getting off the ship, yes. You actually just landed in America, basically. You landed in a port near New York City, basically Ellis Island 2.0.
Nice. Awesome. Well, Gertrude, I gotta say, this is a new opportunity. I learned my commons from the Beverly Hillbillies TV show from a few hundred years ago, so I trust that my English will be pretty good for the people around here. And, well, I'm gonna go ask around. I go look around. I'll ask for, like, directions for places where I can find natural resources to, study.
Okay. Now, just to let you know that Gertrude, because of the fact that she was a giant snake, the officers of the ship asked for you to put her back into like a staff form. So when you are talking to Gertrude, you're kind of just talking to her staff.
So I just look like a schizophrenic. Go ahead.
Yeah. But you can tell that the staff almost seems to reply as the eye where the snake head would be for your staff of the python. It seems to twinkle.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, so my character, I proceed to look around and just look for information centers, something like that. And yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, that sounds good. And so I would like for you to roll me investigation.
Roll investigation, gotcha.
Yes, because you are trying to find an information center.
Right. Investigation. Let's see. Right here. Investigation. Inside. There we go. I got a 7.
Okay. You may know, Colin, but you have no idea where this information center would be. You may be familiar with the language, but you're not familiar with the culture. And so for that reason, you have you look around as you're trying to understand where this place could be. You just see people bustling around everywhere as they have just gotten onto the ship, gotten off the ship, I mean. And so there are no signs anywhere, and you are completely lost.
Oh boy, Gertrude. I'm very scared here. I think I bit off more than I can chew, to be honest. But oh boy, I look around for anyone that can give me help. Like anyone that looks kind enough to give me some guidance, not guidance, but like direction.
Okay. So you're looking for someone who's kind?
Yeah, just like, yeah. I guess I should use my perception roll.
So let's see here. It would be either perception or insight, because you're looking for someone who you feel like you would be kind enough, truly kind enough to help you. So insight is more helpful for body language and kind of like following, feeling their character out.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna say, because your passive perception is high enough, you're well accustomed to figuring people out. But in this situation, you're going to be looking for insight, trying to figure if you can, just trying to get a read on someone who might be able to help you.
And I rolled a 13 for that.
Okay.
Yep. 13 with 5 plus 8. Sorry, just want to clarify.
Okay, cool. With a 13, you look around and you think you find someone. You seem to find a man who seems to be also looking around for something. He seems to have some sort of map in his hand.
Ooh.
He does not look human at all. As a matter of fact, he almost looks a little bit a little bit elvish.
Okay. Well, I kindly walk up to him. Pardon me, sir. My name's Exbar The Betrayer. Mind the last name. It's just a long story, but I'm not gonna betray you. I just need some help. I'm looking for some directions on where I can find. I'm a druid, and I'm looking for, information on the natural resources of this planet. Get one with nature on this planet. Is there any way you can help me, sir?
As you look onto this person, you realize that when you mention that you're the betrayer, he kind of looks at you weirdly and says, "I do not wish to associate myself with you. Now, may you have a good day," as he walks off.
Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't mention my last name next person. Okay. So is he gone already?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay. Dang, I'm lost. Okay, I go to the, I just go to a bar. I look for the nearest tavern, bar, wherever I can go to get a drink, because I'm just like, I'll find somebody there.
Okay, roll me then another investigation.
Investigation. I got a 9.
Okay. With a 9, you find the same issue with with how you were unable to find the information center. You begin to realize that maybe the rumors of New York being a city that never sleeps to be true, as it really does seem to be a very chaotic location to be in.
Oh boy, I'm a bit off more than I can chew here. Oh boy. Gosh, Gertrude. I looked at Gertrude. Okay, do we have we have a psychic link, right? Kind of way.
Not really a psychic link, but it's more of like because you've been companions for such a long time. And because you're a druid and you're able and you are familiar with its language, and since you're attuned to it,
Her.
yeah, to her, like it may not be able to speak back to you, but you can telepathically say it to it, and it just understands you. You can understand it from its behavior and its body language.
Gertrude.
In its staff form now, maybe a little different.
Yeah.
It's more of like just twinkling of the snake head.
Well, I just look at the snake head. I'm like, Gertrude, what do you think I should do? Any idea? I asked like my staff for guidance.
It just twinkles again.
That's what I thought. Okay. You know, we were not in a hustling, bustling city. You would not be in this staff form. That is for sure. I don't know. I look for help again. I just look for. I use my insight to find another person.
Okay.
Do I roll?
Roll me insight.
Okay. 19. Yes.
Okay. This time you think you found someone. And instead of just a soul man, you actually see what seems to be a woman with 2 children. She seems to be human, and she has what almost looks like to be two young boys. They both seem to have blonde hair, while the boys seem to have like a dirtyish blonde hair, almost like that of twins. She seems to be. You look at her, and it looks like she's been here before. Like she knows where to go and what to do.
Okay. So, I walk up to her and I say, "Excuse me, ma'am. I'm Exbar the person who needs your help." And I'm Exbar, the person that needs your help. And I was wondering, can you help me? I'm a druid, and I'm just looking for information to, learn about the natural resources of this planet. Get one in tune with nature of this planet. Is there a place where I can go to find that kind of information?
Oh yes, you may. Sorry, it's nice to meet you. We are actually heading over to the information center. We've been here at least once or twice, and so we are just coming back to visit. As you know, New York is one of the most amazing places here on this earth.
Yes, it is.
But yes, you may join us. You said your name is Exbar?
Yes, Exbar, yes.
Ah, okay, wonderful. Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Samantha.
Hi, Samantha. You have 2 lovely boys, might I say.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Now go on, boys. Introduce yourselves. The young one seems. Hi. I'm Sam, and this is Damien.
Well, hi, Sam.
The
hi,
other
Damien.
one says hello.
Oh, hello, boys. I give a gracious hand to shake I give a gracious hand to shake them. Like, hello, nice to meet you.
Sorry, Kylie, I read that. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Sam actually takes takes your hand with both of his hands and just like wildly shakes it.
Oh, an energetic boy. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I walk with them. I have a little bit of small talk with them. Be like, yeah, I'm a druid. I can turn into animals, and I can have one in tune with nature.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you turn into a horse? I like horses.
Oh, can I turn into a horse? I turned into a horse right in front of them right now.
Wow! Even
like,
little Damien seems to kind of go a little bright-eyed and sparkly-eyed.
I give like a horse like wheeze now, and I like get up on my 2 hooves, But I just realize I can't talk to them, but I just like keep walking with them. I don't talk. I just stay in horse form. Is Samantha okay that I turned into a horse in front of her children?
He kind of like is taken aback a little bit, like, oh my, like didn't expect that. Now, hope you don't get in trouble, of course. I know that the men here tend not to like to have magic practitioners using their magic and potentially disturbing the peace.
Well, I'm just calmly walking with them. I'm not making a big horse deal about it. I'm just horsing around.
Oh, can you understand me while you're in that form?
I give like a horse nod.
Okay. Oh, well, good. And as she's talking, little Sam is like, "Can we ride him, Mama?"
And I give like a nod,
Please?
like I give like a nod to Samantha, like it's okay, like it's okay, you know.
Okay. She looks at you. All right, Sam. Please be gentle with him. He is still the man that we met. He is not just an animal.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, but I just like still just casually walk, you know. I'm not making a big deal about it. I'm just a horse walking with this lady and her 2 kids.
Okay. Do you lower yourself down for the kid to get on you?
Of course, yeah. Like, you know, I give like a little squat, you know, so she can like lift her boys up.
Okay. Yeah, little Sam gets on and he kind of like he grabs the hair a little bit to pull you on. That doesn't really it's not really hard, but you know, you can feel it. And so she helps him up by, you know, grabbing him by the sides and putting him on.
Right.
So
anyways, yeah, I just continue to just like walk on and just, you know, enjoy the sights of the city, you know, because I'm in New York for the first time ever, you know. This is my first time on Earth and in general, you know, so I'm just like adoring all the tall buildings and stuff like that. That's what my character's doing. So yeah, but I don't find any reason to talk, you know, just enjoying the city, you know, like looking around like a nice, curious horse. That's it. Like from Spirited, you know, the movie DreamWorks movie. But yeah, that's all I do, unless she has any questions. But yeah.
No, she just basically asks like, "So when are you?" Well, yes, never mind. You can't respond while you're like that.
I like she like asks me a question. I like reply back in the name like, wait, in my head, I can't talk.
We'll just head on our way, and I'll bring you to the place that you asked for. And you and the kids, along with the mother, start heading on their way.
Yep.
While little Sam is enjoying himself, like saying, "Giddy up, giddy up!"
I just ignore it. It was like, I feel so weird. Oh gosh. And yeah, then I guess okay, after a while, I'll give like a nod like to Samantha, like, okay, can you tell your kids to get off me? You know, I try to communicate like, hey, can you, like, a gesture to the boys, you know.
Before then, we're actually gonna move on to Silverthorn.
Oh, perfect. Okay, and then I am returned. Awesome.
Yes, and so Andrew, Silverthorn wakes up in the morning, back in his cell. So, as you know, you were just recently arrested by the UNSF due to the fact that you have been affiliated with a band of pirates. And so you may not be with them anymore, but it does not mean that there are warrants out for your arrest. And so they just recently took you in, and you are in a cell, in a holding cell. You are currently in a holding cell near, in New York. There's no windows, nothing like that. It's just a cold room, almost out of concrete. The only thing that you have is your small bed that you have gotten accustomed to, and a toilet and a sink, and that's it.
Did they take my prosthetic arm?
Yes, they did.
Darn. All right, I'm a one-armed cat wandering around in this cell. What kind of a cell is it? Is it like, does it have bars, or is it just a solid iron door?
It has bars, and they're very, very thick. You know, they almost seem to be maybe about. If you were to kind of look at your leg around your thigh, that's how big the bars are.
All right. Do I notice anyone walking around in the hall?
Actually, as you mention it, are you still in bed or are you going to try to get out?
I'm up and about. I'm just sort of patiently wandering my cell.
Okay. As you do, you hear actually a door slam out from the hallway. And you realize that the other inmates here are also kind of acting up a little bit and waking up and kind of being a little bit rowdy in the morning. You're being more quiet. You're kind of alone. And so there may be other beds in there with you, but they are empty. So you're lucky that you are alone here.
All right.
But as you hear the footsteps coming down, you hear a man say, "Settle down, filthy ingrates." He eventually starts walking down until eventually he comes in front of your cell. Getting comfortable in here?
Aye, sir, as comfortable as can be, considering I'm in a prison. And how might you be, sir?
You don't need to worry about that.
Aye, and what brings you to my humble abode, sir?
Just want to let you know, you'll be getting a visitor awfully soon. Doesn't make you any more special. Just want to let you know that an official member of the government wishes to speak with you.
An official, eh?
His associate.
Well, I shall be certain to be on my very best behavior. Polishing the silver, if you'll pardon the phrase.
Now just shut up and be quiet. Cause any problems, and I'll make sure you won't get your lunch.
Aye, sir.
He leaves, and he just like, what's your passive perception?
Perception. Okay. My passive perception is.
Oh, okay, it's 14.
Oh, it's 14. There it is.
So while he's passing by, you hear him saying, "Filthy pirate," like mumbling under his breath.
Okay. I just smile a little, and then I sit down in my bed to await patiently my visitors.
Okay. While this is going on, Kylie, or should I say Miria, you are currently on an airship. You have just left Washington, D.C., and due to the fast travel of your ship, you should be landing in New York very soon. You have just left the laboratory over there that holds a very important artifact that, and you believe that this pirate may potentially, or what your boss has informed you of, he believes that it will help in uncovering the truth about this talisman. And so while you're sitting on this ship, you're in the back, your superior officer is there. He has black hair and green eyes. He has that of almost like a, not like exactly pale skin, but it's kind of borderline there. He is a rather tall individual with a rugged appearance. He has he seems to be somewhat muscular, well conditioned. So he's not bulky, but he's not skinny. He's like that of a lean figure. And so he stands at about 6'3", and he is wearing his officer's uniform. You are across from him, with soldiers standing near about you. Actually, I should have asked everyone first, but we'll start with you. What does your character look like, Kylie?
Dr. Miria Alvandi is a tall, fit, like dark olive-skinned woman who is pretty average looking. Like, you probably wouldn't look twice at her walking down the street. She typically wears her United Nations Space Force uniform. So she blends in with all of the other officers that go around, but just a very generic, dark-haired, tanned olive skin, woman.
All right. So aside from the sound of the wind turbines on the side, they're not very loud, thanks to current time technology. It's somewhat quiet, but you can feel the vibrations if you were to touch the side of the aircraft, and so everyone seems just to be quiet.
Captain, since I'm getting ready to go in and talk to this, I refer to my data pad, Silverthorn character, is there anything that you need to tell me before I get there that was not included in the brief? So is there any information that you all think that he has that I am not aware of yet, or do I have access to everything I need?
So just to inform you on what it does say on your pad, the notice that it does let you know is that he was recently arrested a few days ago. He was caught trespassing trespassing the border. He was just caught by chance. However, he was alone, and so he has had a warrant out for his arrest for quite a few years now. And what it does mention is that he is a crafty individual. He is a tabaxi with a prosthetic arm. It is currently unknown how he lost his arm. However, the arm is able to shift into a blade, almost like that of basically a weapon. Aside from that, he has the ability. He's very charismatic and very, let's say, aside from being crafty, he's very agile. And so if you were to look away for a brief minute, he may have stole something from you without even realizing it. So it is advised on your pad to keep an eye on him at all times, especially his hands, because there could be a time where he might just, without you realizing it, steal an ID card or money, or even worse, have taken the time to switch out his prosthetic hand, into that of a blade and stab you. So, the officer does let you know. He's like, everything that should let you know about this Silver Thorn should be there on the pad. There is nothing else really there that you should worry about. Just know that you will not be alone. We will be ensuring that he is, well washed over.
Captain, I am very well aware of the success of previous missions and how well my teammates and I have been prepped for that by the intelligence, so I just wanted to double check, because we all know how bureaucracy can be, my friend.
You got that right.
Yeah, it's like, you can't argue because you know I'm right. I laugh. Hopefully he laughs too. I mean,
he has like a small smirk on his face.
All right, are we approaching the prison?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that his name is Officer Elrod.
His parents must have been very big Lord of the Rings fans.
It is, it's a very happy classic that has been passed on through the generations.
Fair enough. Okay, so as we prepare to land at this prison, I put on my UNSF cloak because I like the way the cloak like flutters in the wind and can like swivel it around. It makes me feel nice. I like it.
Okay.
So I put on my officer's cloak over my regular outfit, make sure that my hair is nice and slicked back, that there's nothing that anyone could grab for if needed. Make sure I have my blaster and my pistol, and I turn to Captain Elrod and say, let's get this done. We have places to be, people to do, and, well, maybe not people to do, but people to take care of. And, like, we gotta save the world, man. Let's go.
Despite your very casual attitude, he does respect your enthusiasm.
He's worked with me for a number of years. He knows me. He knows how I am. He knows mental instability runs in the United Nations Space Force.
Mm-hmm. Well, you eventually, as the hours pass, you eventually do make it onto the ground as you do depart with your cloak. You land on a nearby base that has been established most recently in response to the increasing amount of visitors from other planets. This is just to ensure that if there was anything that took place, that they would be ready for it. And so you are headed towards the prison here in the city.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for checking out the first episode of I Love This Quest's campaign, The Final Odyssey, Journey to the Lost Gate. We wrapped up today with all of the characters being introduced, and next week we will pick up again with Exbar making his way to the nature reserve. Also next week, all of our characters finally get to meet each other for the first time. We really hope to see you again next week. Reach out to us on social media and check out our sister podcast, I Love This Part Podcast, wherever you get your regular podcasts. Until next week, Dr. Miria Alvandi, signing off.